Hello and welcome back to Glam Tones. It's me, Gigi, and today we're going to celebrate my favorite drink, coffee, because Wednesday is International Coffee Day. And so I thought we would go ahead and celebrate a lot of people's favorite coffee drink, pumpkin spice latte. And I picked pumpkin spice latte, A, because it is so popular, and B, because I have these two Modelones polishes that are really spicy in color. They've got that burnt orangey, spicy sort of vibe. And so it just seemed like a natural fit. And actually, every single thing that we are using today is by Modelones. So this is really a Modelones set. Now, the nail I'm doing right now, I'm not gonna end up using that. So just pretend that I didn't do that, right? We're gonna do something else on that nail. But you know, sometimes halfway through what you've done, you're like, you know, I don't like how that nail looks. I'm just pulling that out and doing something else. And if you're curious what that nail looks like, go ahead and hit me over on TikTok, because I'm gonna use that footage for a TikTok. And you can let me know in the comments of that TikTok which one of the nails I've posted recently you think I was going to put with this set. And I am over there, same name, Glam Tones. Now what I'm doing is just that little technique where you, excuse me, a little frog there, where you either use a blooming gel or a base coat, and I'm using a base coat, and then I'm just putting some dots of polish in there and then swirling it back and forth, and this is giving us sort of that frothy coffee vibe. And I'm adding some of the darker tone in that I have of this Modelones polish to sort of give you that spice effect. We're going to do it one more time on this other nail, and again going in with the base coat. And this time I didn't dot so much as just pick up a little bit of color of both the colors. You see I'm going through both and then just starting to flow it down. And actually I feel like I like that technique a little bit better. Let me know which one you think looks better and which one you try if you do this type of a set. Now I am coming in and making the outline of the top of a pumpkin. And I'm just peeking in on this one from the top. And now I'm filling it in with the actual brush. And this is the darker of the two polishes, because the outside of the pumpkin is a little bit darker, the rind is darker. So I'm just using that one. It might not be the perfect pumpkin color, but it's not that far off, and I really like it. I think it looks really good. And you know, nails are fantasy. They don't have to be perfect. I mean, perfect representations of color. You can do whatever you want. Do you want pink pumpkins? Then you know what? Do pink pumpkins. Now we're doing that second pumpkin, then we're gonna pop those in the lamp, and they're gonna cure for a full 60 seconds. Now, okay, see that little black nail there? That was actually part of what I was gonna do. So if you watched all the way through the video, you're gonna be able to tell me on TikTok in the next few days which one it was. So there you go, that's a little hint. Now we're just coming in and making the lines on the pumpkin. And we're gonna do this, of course, on both. You're gonna have to let me know in the comment section, are you a fan of the pumpkin spice thing? I have to say, I love pumpkin pie when I make it, because I like my pumpkin pie and not very frequently other people's pumpkin pie. I do a couple of small different things with my pie, and that's why I like mine better. I also like pumpkin bread or pumpkin cake. Guys, I'm doing a little custom mixing, and these are the cream gels. And I just wanted a more actual green color. And all I had was that tealy color and this yellow color. So I just used them to make the green I was looking for. I think it came out pretty good. And now I'm just making that where the vine meets the actual fruit. I think this is a fruit. No, it might be a vegetable. It's like a squash, right? So it's probably a vegetable. And I'm adding a tiny bit of brown. I'm sorry, I was yapping there. It shows again in this one. I'm laying down the green, and then I twirl most of the green out of the brush so I don't get it in the other color. You see there, picking up a tiny bit of brown, and then I'm swirling that through, because usually when the vine meets the vegetable or the fruit or whatever, it gets a little darker and more gnarled, right? So that's all I'm really doing is adding that little bit of darkness. Now I'm just flowing up that vine, just making a little curly cue there, giving it a little vine action, coming in and darkening that up a little bit. And it is totally fine to lay it down really light at first and then come in and darken it up. And now I'm just going to add some leaves. Just some cute little leaves on the vine. I don't actually know what pumpkin leaves look like. I suppose I could have looked it up, but this seems cute, right? Even if it's not, you know, what they really look like, I'm good with it, right? I'm not going for 100% realism, that's for sure. But I think the end result ends up being pretty darn cute. And there's a couple more for the other nail. Now, this is what we're gonna do with the thumbnail. First, I'm gonna come in with that color, and I almost just popped it in the lamp, and I'm like, no, let's just do some floating of the colors, mixing them together, but very haphazard. And I wouldn't really say a marble, but just a brushing, a melding together. And now I'm gonna come in and create a cup of coffee. And let me tell you, I did try a couple of different shapes, and then the beauty of gel polish is you could just wipe it away, right? If you don't like it, don't cure it. Oh, you probably heard my chair creak right there. I try not to move, but I got uncomfortable. Sorry, guys. So I ended up deciding to just do traditional coffee house cup, right? This is a Starbucks drink anyway, so you'll see what I end up doing with the art to sort of make it look Starbuckian, but without putting a logo of any sort. So now I'm just putting down a nice layer of the white, and this is again the Modelones cream gel. And the thing about this white is that it's not fully opaque when you first lay it down, and B, it's very streaky. So I ended up doing 4 full coats of this. I'm only going to show you a couple because just time consuming. This video is already like 13 minutes almost. So, excuse me. So I am just gonna go ahead and throw down 4 coats of this, and then I do a really rich, juicy base coat to smooth everything out before I go into the next step. But you can see even here with this coat, which I believe is the 3rd coat, that it is really starting to get more white, to have less showing through. And now, wow, that got really bright and weird there for a second. That was weird. But you can see now it's fully opaque, and I went on ahead and did a base coat. And now I'm outlining it in this Modelones cream black. Okay, from this point, there's gonna be a bit of me dipping above the frame, not below like normal, and I do apologize for that. There's not a ton of it, but I did lose a tiny bit of footage, so I'm sorry. I think I bumped the camera and it shifted away from where I was, and I didn't realize that. And so it's not an excuse, it's a reason. It's just what happened, and I'm super sorry about that. But you can see how the cup is really starting to take shape. I'm actually kind kind of proud of the cup. It's not the best drawn cup in the whole world, but that's not the point of art. The point of art is to be happy and spread happiness and express yourself. And I honestly think this is one of the cutest nails I maybe ever made. And it gave me an idea of something else I want to do, but that's not going to happen for a while. So I just need to put it in my notes so I don't forget about it, because it's real easy to think, oh, well, when this holiday happens or this instance happen or this event happens, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And then it rolls around and you just forget about it, right? So I am a little out of frame there, and I'm sorry, but what I'm doing is just a little cleanup, making sure my lines are nice, coming back in with a little bit more of that gel to make sure my lines are crisp and pretty. And then, of course, we're going to give it a 60-second cure. And now this is where I'm doing my best to give it that Starbucks feel without using a Starbucks logo or anything. We're just making the little squares. You know, the squares on the side where they put like soy milk and hot or cold, or, you know, whatever it is, the little things that they can put a line through. And then I am going to write PSL, but I'm so far out of frame for the entire time I'm writing PSL that there is no way that you could possibly see it. And I know that the reason why that is because I am not confident when I do my letters. So I was way too close to my face and I wasn't thinking about it. I was just thinking about trying to make them look good. So as you can see there, I wrote PSL, and now I'm filling the coffee cup with that lighter color, but I'm mixing in the same way that I did on the actual nail, a little of the dark and a little of the light to give it that frothy color of coffee. And now we're coming in with a nice base coat, because this is a bumpy nail. So without a base coat and a little holding it upside down, you would have some trouble. And I do actually do top coat on it, but that ended up being off camera. I'm top coating these 4 right now. We're gonna pop everything in the lamp for 60. And this is the finished set, you guys. Happy International Coffee Day. I hope you love these nails as much as I do. Be sure to let me know what you think about them in the comments section below, and thank you so much for watching today. And be sure to hit the subscribe button, because it's almost October and that is my favorite month. I love Halloween, and I have got a ton of cool ideas as well as fall things coming up, so be sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss a thing. We'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye-bye.